Hello and welcome to Was That in Good Taste, the podcast where the topics are made up and the points, they don't matter. As always, I'm your host, Steven, and I'm joined by your co-host,
Chandler.
Ooh, Chandler, one name now. You pulling a share.
Yeah. Keep it a monogram.
Oh, you're too...
Or not monogram.
Monogram. Monotone.
Mononym?
Mononym.
I think that's mononym.
Yeah. Monosyllabic.
Mononym.
What's up?
No, you know, it's that big bowl day today.
It's that big bowl day. It's the day of America's greatest game, the biggest game, the best game.
It's up there.
It is.
I wouldn't, want to inflate it too big,
What are we talking about?
We're talking about the league conference or the league finals for the between the National Football Confederation and the American Football Confederation.
Yeah.
That's what we're referring to.
Yeah, we're referring to the really cool bowl, Live.
I think the Germans would call it an Uber Bowl.
An Uber Bowl.
The Uber Bowl.
The Uber Bowl.
I had no dog in this fight. Vikings were kicked out way early in the playoffs, and so I was a little distraught and just kind of going along for the ride. But it was a fun game to watch.
So you're a little sad about it. Well, before we get into our topics for today, which of course we're talking about Sportsball.
We're talking about big old bowls.
Part 2, because apparently this is a month of sports. Enjoy it.
Sportsball Part 2.
Part 2.
Part 2. If you can't be an athlete, be an athletic supporter.
Talk about it.
And
Don't be about it.
Oh, I'm about it. I'm about it.
Just live about it. So what's new with you, Chandler? Tell me what's been going on in your life there. What's going on with you?
I have had a whirlwind of a week. I tell you what. My week started off. I made it to an open mic. I've managed to kick myself in the pants enough to make it to one of them's, and told some jokes. And so that was a good way to start the week. But then the following day, when I'd start my work day, I accidentally slept through my alarm clock. It was weird. It was like either in my sleep or in that like weird daisy between conscious and unconscious. Like I just turned it off instead of hitting snooze. And it was bad. Woke up 2 hours after my shift started.
2 hours, Jesus.
It was rough.
Them damn stoners, all they do is smoke weed and don't want to work.
That's true. We don't want to work, and we do like smoking weed. But that wasn't the issue here. The issue was just I need to change my alarm clock song now. It's become too normalized.
Oh, what does it sound like?
Well, right now it kind of sounds like the intro to House of the Rising Sun. Like that. You know what I'm talking about.
That sounds soothing.
It's really that's the problem. It's too soothing.
It's too relaxing.
It's too relaxing. It doesn't get me alert like it needs to be.
You're gonna sleep right through it.
Exactly.
It's gonna give you even better dreams, cowboy dreams.
So now I'm just gonna switch it to a bunch of air horns and reggaeton to try to wake me up in the morning.
Reggaeton? It's because it's ethnic.
Well, maybe. Nothing really gets me alert.
See, now I'm living vicariously through you because I've done nothing.
You've done nothing?
Nothing. Like I'm like those people.
Wait, you just deflated the entire week.
I did. I know, right? Like, listen, you got the whole thing. You got your apartment.
I got my apartment. My roommates moved out. They were the previous ones I was the roommate. I was the extra. And they were the ones on the lease. Now it's my show.
Oh, it's a spinoff.
I got my own spinoff.
It's like if the dark skinned Aunt Viv got her own show.
Exactly. Here I was thinking I was getting recasted, but really I got a new spinoff, and I might even have a couple co-stars in the wings. Just need to find one that has a right fit. Really trying to find the Joey to my Chandler.
Of course, unless you're going to end up, of course, with your TV movie of you on the street.
Oh, that would be a fun one. That would be a really good biopic or biopic. Is it biopic?
Biopic?
Or is it biopic?
I don't know.
Is there a hyphen?
I think it was biopic. Is it because then it's 2 picks?
No, that'd be bipic.
No, but it's 2 opics.
So it's... Okay, there. Yeah, it's 2 opics. Is it... Okay.
Okay.
That's stupid. Got my own... Going back to talking about me. Got my own apartment. It's all cleared out. And it's a whole new canvas for me to just do naked Tai Chi all over.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, it's going to be great.
I'm going to fuck in your house. Continue.
Someone's got to.
Oh, self-burn.
Oh. Then so I'm working on reaccumulating. I need a table. I need cable. I need other things that rhyme with able.
Cable?
Internet. Yeah.
Boomer. Okay,
you know what
boomer.
the fuck I'm talking about?
Okay, boomer.
Okay. I need to get my rabbit ears up.
Need to get them working here.
Oh.
Yeah. So I see you're holding something here in my reappropriated Starbucks Reserve cup.
Oh.
Yeah.
What have you got mixed up for us today? Because it smells. It smells like the transition when you're driving down the I think 5 or 99 in California. No, it's 5 highway, and you go from a bunch of orange groves to a bunch of dairy farms or cow. Like it's just it goes from very orchard, very citrusy to very rural, very quick, and that's the kind of smell that I'm getting from this. So what do we got in here?
Well, what we have here is a hot toddy. Hot toddy.
Toddy?
Now it's more of a room temperature toddy, but it's still delicious.
It's a lukewarm toddy.
Yeah. Which is literally some I don't even know, Knob Creek single barrel 120 proof.
Oh, I do love that bourbon. It's
right.
Kentucky straight bourbon.
Kentucky straight bourbon. With,
120 proof, barrel proof.
With I guess I'm gonna get the recipe out. 1 ounce of 0.83 ounces of fresh lemon juice with a slice of lime, 4 ounces of the whiskey.
Slice of lime with lemon juice?
Oh, lemon, leave me alone. And
this guy's on some sort of Sprite recipe over here.
2 ounces.
What do you think, you're Sierra Mist?
2 ounces of some sort of, I don't know, sweetener, maybe honey. You can do whatever the hell you want. And a cinnamon stick. I don't know what it did. Except for fall to the bottom, but it's there. I
think the honey, I've called you out on your honey before. Your honey, you don't have good honey.
It's not mine.
Well,
and I don't use it.
Honey.
It was free.
Free honey.
Oh, yeah.
There's no... Look, sugar, there ain't nothing in this world like free honey. That's... All honey has its price. Whether...
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Look.
Okay, mama.
I have seen the Jungle Book enough time. I have read from the scripture of Baloo the Bear to know enough that ain't no honey in this world free.
Well, I learned from our Lord and Savior Winnie Sir Pooh that any honey is enough.
Isn't he dealing with a coronavirus outbreak right now? Ooh!
Oof.
Ooh.
Wow, that's layered right there.
Oh.
There's a lot going on there.
Wow.
Wow, woof.
Whole lot of dimensions.
Not only 2, but, you know. Well, cheers. There we go. You ready?
Salud.
Oh. One day this is going to shatter and it's going to be very sad.
Oh, wow. All right, so that lemon juice is there. It's got the tartness.
Tart?
Tart.
Calling me names, boy?
It's let's see. The honey is there. But you know what I don't get much of? The tea. The actual tea itself.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I only use the tea to give it body because, trust me, without the tea, it tastes like water.
It just tastes like watered down bourbon.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
So the tea just gives it a little bit of body. So you don't think you're tasting it. But trust me.
If it weren't there, I would notice it more.
Yes. There we go.
That's how I like to view my character foil.
So why are we drinking hot toddies when we're talking about, salad bowls?
I don't know. I think you got to explain that one to me. Because
I have a sore throat and I wanted one.
Oh, that's fair. We were yelling a lot. No, we weren't. We were in a... It was very controlled excitement. I think that's more strenuous than,
it is, though.
Than full out.
It's going to blow your load, which is hilarious.
Fucking run! Get it!
So the game was good. By the way, we're talking about the game whose name, that name shall not be spoken. With the Kansas City
delegates.
I'm pretty sure you can say the names of the teams.
Are you sure?
But we'll say the team name, but not the city.
I think you could say the city's fair game. I don't think you can either say one or the other. I think the Kansas City delegates and the San Francisco representatives.
Or you could say the Niners.
Yes.
Right? Or you could say 49ers, but from where? From anywhere.
Oh,
49ers
miners
versus Kansas City. Which Kansas City? Because it's not, I didn't say the team name. Maybe it's the Kansas City Buffaloes.
They're the chefs, right?
Yeah, there you go. So
kids.
It was the Uber Bowl live, which I don't.
Wait, what?
The Uber Bowl live. LIV.
Oh, like wait, there's something I knew that was LIV.
Liv Morgan, it's a wrestler.
Liv Tyler?
Liv Tyler?
No.
Yeah.
No, there was something in Vegas that was like LIV something.
This is good. Really entertaining.
Life in Vegas. Anyway, I thought it was a very entertaining game to watch. A lot of back and forth. They threw the ball went, and sometimes it even went in the other direction.
Ooh, and then sometimes the people, they caught the ball, and they put their feet on the floor, and they did this thing, I don't know if you've heard of, called running?
Oof. Well, so sometimes they did the thing where they caught the ball, and then they attempted the running, and then they didn't do it right, so they had to do it again a couple times.
I wasn't sure how many times.
Usually 1 to 4 was what I was getting at.
Well, sometimes they did it like 10 times.
Well, that's only if they knew how to do it right.
Oh, they do it right.
If they had to redo it, they had to do it.
That sounds like you failure to me. If you do it wrong, you get to stop. If you do it right, you have to keep going.
Well, if they do it really wrong, then they don't even get to keep doing it.
Oh.
Then they got to send out a whole other group of people to try to then not do it. Sports is interesting.
It is. I think
I don't understand. Well, that's not true because I understand why it's needed. I understand the competitive need and that drive. But I don't understand why we've so collectively bought into, yes, this is the thing that's important. As long as that man gets that ball in the more colorful area of the field, everyone's going to lose their shit. But we're so completely on board with this, and everyone who is on board is super about it.
I'm going to tell you something. Sports is the reflection of life. Because we're all broken into groups. We're different genders. We have different identities in politics. Right?
Interesting. Even if we're from a similar geographic location.
We still have different teams.
Nothing is more reflective of that than here in New York.
Yeah, so here, check this out though, right? So you have different teams when you follow football, right?
Yeah.
And you have different teams when you're in politics, right? You have Democrats and Republicans, right? And independents and libertarians.
Okay.
Because think about it, there's more teams because everybody knows the Patriots. Everybody knows.
I'd break it down even more so than that. I'd say you got your NFC, you got your AFC, then you also got your XFL trying to come up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's your independence.
Yeah, it is. It is. Just coming out of nowhere.
Just coming out and you're like, anyone gonna watch this?
You know, the ones that matter, you know, and then even then the ones that matter are the ones that really matter. Mm-hmm. You know, and then the ones that kind of like, you know.
Yeah, you're Cleveland.
Yeah, you know, like the House is a good example, right? The House is like hockey, right? Because hockey put a freeze on creating new teams. And one time they stopped an entire season, just like when the House can't decide on a budget.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Like if you just could go into work and then everyone's like, yeah, no, none of us really want to agree with each other today. So we're just gonna call in, we're calling it. Nah, no work today.
It's no work. Yeah,
sorry. We're done.
Yeah.
Go home.
No work. We're still going to get paid.
We're still going to get paid.
And some people we like are going to get paid.
Oh.
But everybody else is going to get paid when we're done
figuring it out. But we're not going to do that today.
We're not going to do that today. So
it's too much work.
Yeah.
It's hot.
Yeah. I could pay you still. Because you're going to get paid regardless, but
just not yet.
Just not yet.
Because we don't know how much to pay you. Yeah. Are you going to get paid more? Probably not.
Yeah.
But let's see.
But maybe we will.
Who knows?
Maybe you won't. What if it's only 2 days? If it's only 2 days, then nothing's going to change. So we're just not going to pay you. If it happens on a Thursday, you'll get paid next Friday. Don't worry.
Huh. You know, if they ran a league like they ran the country, they'd be up in arms.
People care more about their sports.
Dude, the commissioner would have so many people on his ass.
Can you even imagine?
I actually lost my ability to imagine in Nam, so it's extremely offensive that you would even challenge my ability to imagine.
I apologize. I can't even think about what it must be like to be part of a system where, like, you know, because people, all right, the NFL. Ooh, this is an anti-NFL episode, I guess. It's a 401c. It's a non-profit organization.
Wait a minute. Does that mean they don't pay taxes?
That means they don't pay taxes. As a matter of fact, tax money goes towards building those billion-dollar stadiums. Oh.
What?
Because they say things like, it's going to bring jobs to the area.
Oh, yeah. It'll bring jobs. Yeah. It'll bring tourism. It'll bring all this other great shit.
Yeah.
Does it? For what? For what? 4 months out of the year?
I know, right? Like, you know.
God.
No, I'm just saying, you know, fathom that, right? Fathom that. But then you have the government, but it still runs. Mm-hmm. It's a nonprofit with all these teams, and everybody gets paid, and they all have health care. It's like a universal health care, you know, for the football players. Right. It's universal. Right. You know what I mean? They all get paid.
Right.
You know, you don't work, you get paid less, but you still get paid.
Still get paid.
Unless you rape someone. You know? But then you might still get paid.
You might still get paid.
But you might not. You know? But you probably will. You know?
Beat your kids. You might not get paid. But then again, you might get paid.
But you might get paid. You know? But in government, like, they can't even get their shit enough together to decide on a budget for themselves. And you ever wonder what that budget is? You ever wonder what budget are they talking about?
Oh, I have no idea.
Because sometimes they're like the budget, the national budget. Sometimes it's just the budget for Congress.
It's just their budget?
You know what's in that budget?
No.
Things like, I don't know, like how much pizza to have on Fridays, you know?
Well, that's just not something you could budget for. Fridays are one of those things that it's just in the moment you have to know how much it could be a meatball Friday where you just get like 6 pizzas, all meatball marinara, you know? Or you fuck up one Friday and you're like, yeah, let's call in some Hawaiian. And you get like 4 Hawaiian, 4 cheese because you know half the delegation. But
what about hold on now. What about the vegan pizza?
That's what the cheese pizza is.
No,
I don't understand.
Vegan pizza?
No, I don't understand.
But then you have people who want vegan pizza but don't want vegan cheese.
Huh?
Because some places have vegan cheese.
Oh, don't forget about the gluten-free crusts.
Oh, then the gluten-free crust. But what
Which
if you're
they
vegan
just don't cut like they're
gluten-free?
supposed to. What?
What if you're vegan and gluten-free?
Then you don't eat pizza.
What if you
don't enjoy food?
What if you're a celiac and lactose intolerant?
Well, then you need to learn some more more tolerance.
You know, so you're wearing a Vikings jersey again. You just like wearing this thing, like, so that's your team.
That's
right?
my team.
How does this work politically for you? If the Vikings were a political party,
and I'm rooting for either the Niners or the Chefs, here's how it would break down. Being that the Vikings are an NFC North division team, puts them in the same league as the Packers, the Bears, and the Lions. And then on the road to the Mega Bowl, the Niners beat both of the Vikings and the Packers to take the title for the NFC. So I guess it would work out that I would want to support the Niners because, like, if you get beat, you want to be beat by the best, in theory. Mm-hmm. But not only did they beat my Vikings, but they beat our larger, familial rivalry of the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
And I have so many friends back at home who like the 49ers, and I just don't want to see them happy. That's really how it came down. And so I think politically, I got to go Trump on this one.
Oof.
Like if it ain't gonna be my Bernie Vikings, then I may have to jump ship.
So here's a question: if you had to caucus for me, the Vikings, if you had to get me to be part of your team, how would you do that?
Well, everyone loves rooting for an underdog. And the Vikings have never not been in an underdog position. The Vikings are one of the most established football franchises in the entire NFL history. They've had dynasties, but never a Super Bowl. They're always the bridesmaid, never the bride. And, sometimes that bridesmaid needs a little love too. And so that's why I rock my Vikings jersey. I have this. I got my Jared Allen jersey because he was one of my favorite players in recent history. He was a defensive line, but just a fun person to watch. And even when he left the Vikings, he came back for his last season and retired with them to retire the jersey with the Vikings. And mad props to him. I also got a Adrian Peterson jersey somewhere in the depths of my closet.
So you're saying that the Vikings are good?
They're
good. They're good.
They're average when it comes to team performance. Mm-hmm. But there's so much lore and history that I enjoy being a part of their franchise history. And I was grandfathered into it. Both my mom's dad and my dad's family are Vikings fans. So it was just...
But not your dad?
No, my dad is too. Just like him, the wider encompassing... You know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Whereas on my mom's side, they were mostly Giants fans, except for her dad, who was like...
So the Vikings are like the Giants, but worse.
Yes. And with no geographical, I don't actually have a home in Minnesota. I don't trace my lineage back to Minnesota. We're just... Yeah, I like the team. They got a lot of history. They're a good team to watch. And
good team to watch, huh?
Anytime I've ever... You never know how a Vikings game is going to end.
Wow.
That's...
You might have me over to your side. I think I might become a Vikings fan, but I don't know, you have to drive it home for me.
Well, so...
Are they going to win? I'm supporting them. Are they going to win? Can they win?
That's the question. You never know. That's the biggest. That's the most fun about being a Vikings fan is, are they going to win? They're ahead by 10 in the fourth quarter. Who knows? That's being a. You told me once you wanted to see Seattle go to this big old bowl, and because they were statistically one of the most exciting teams to watch, because out of their games they have the most like what was it again?
They have like. I don't remember now, but they have issues and things happen and the plays are interesting.
There's drama. There's a lot of drama in their in their games.
We know drama.
Yeah. Dun-dun-dun. I can only do it once. If you do it twice, then you have to pay. No, the Vikings are just like the Seahawks when it comes to an exciting team to watch. It's just more often than not they lose the game.
It's like flipping a coin, but it's like a little dented on one side.
Exactly.
So it's a little bit less than 50-50.
It's always fun, always exciting. More likely a disappointment, but that's life, and that's why I love the Vikings.
And I think that's how the Kansas City team must have felt today, with that. They must have felt real good, with that fourth quarter devastation of the San Francisco team. Oh,
Kansas City delegates and the San Francisco representatives. They were battling it out on that field. And all of a sudden, the representatives from San Francisco just kind of lost their fervor.
They just didn't have the energy anymore. They couldn't do it.
It's like they drained their mana. Mana.
But
is it a schwa a?
What?
That's the term for, like, you have the soft A is ah, and the hard A is a. And then a schwa a is aw. That's the term for it.
I learn something new every day. I know everybody, aka the tens and tens of listeners, must be wondering why you're talking about you gotta throw in a little politics in football, right? It's because this can come on a Friday, right? Mm-hmm. So in between now, which we've just watched the awesome super uber mega I didn't say that second word a round thing that you put things into.
Oh, the
super container.
The evening dinner time bowl?
Yes.
Okay.
Tomorrow, from when we're recording this, is going to be the Iowa caucuses, which is where the country first starts to see who's going to really come forward.
Or the Democratic candidates battle it out on the gridiron of debate.
Yeah. Tulsi Gabbard, yeah! Tulsi!
Ooh. Wow.
I don't know about that.
You gonna paint your face for that one?
Oh, I don't know. Are you gonna paint your face for that one?
Can I?
I don't know. Oh, I don't even know if she's I don't know what she is, but I don't think she's a woman of color.
Are you like saying that to like disown her, or are you saying that as like, I don't think her I think she is strictly of white ethnicity, or are you just saying like, yeah, nah, don't put Tulsi on us?
I just don't. A little bit of both, maybe. I have no hatred for Tulsi. Even though she might be a Russian asset, like our Lord Hillary Clinton said, You can't look at me like that, So we're gonna have our own. Right now we're gonna have our own caucus bowl. Okay, I'm gonna do a rundown of the stats. All right. Okay.
Oh, I need a background trumpet music. No, Lala.
Who's the QB?
Who's
the QB? It's Biden.
Biden's a QB right now?
Biden is the QB right now.
Oof.
But he's like,
it's always some tall white dude with a nice smile. It's fucking annoying.
He's like the other Manning, not the good one. I mean, he's like the okay Manning. So like,
they've both won Super Bowls.
I'm aware of that.
Like,
I know that.
Like, it's not like one of them is a complete disappointment. Well, I'm sure the third one is.
Biden was still vice president. Like, you know, you can win a Super Bowl or two, you know, but like one brother's just better than the other.
So, what position are these other candidates in?
Okay, so
like,
you got,
what are the other leading? What you got?
All right, so you got Biden. All right, Biden is number 76. Okay, I definitely see, you know, I definitely think I see Bernie, right, as a kicker, you know. Yeah, I see. You know why? You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. All right?
I'll listen, but
I'm gonna tell you why. All right, I'm gonna tell you why. Because he's a little older, you know, but when he gets out there and he puts his foot down, you know, he can score, you know. And also, he's a little bit of an underdog because people like him, but they'd never seen him. All these years he was around. All these years he existed, you know, but he's also not that important. But people like him. It's like a meme. It's like people like the kicker, but like it's like a meme.
But like nobody likes the kicker.
Yeah, but they do now. They do now.
I'm a disagree. I don't think Bernie's the. I think he's leading too much. I'd put Bernie. I'd put Bernie on D-line.
Ooh, you know what? I think Bernie is probably like he's probably like the defensive assistant coach. You know,
Bernie's in the trenches.
He's in the trenches.
Bernie is fighting he's not trying to gain yardage. He's just trying to take down.
Oh, you're right. He is. But like, you know, just head first. No finesse. He's not trying to swim move anyone. He's just trying to brute force his way through. And I'm about it. Fucking stop that rush. No, he's gonna knock down. He's what? All these billionaires getting away with not paying taxes? Squash that. Full on blitz. He's bringing the full blitz to the universal health care. He doesn't care if there's wide receivers lined up in the post. He is just gunning for it. He's really just trying to get Trump. He's really trying to get in the pocket.
He's just trying to get Trump. That's all he's trying to do.
And I think Warren is actually right next to him. But like, you ever look and you ever see like these people never really do anything. They just like, you know,
Warren's either safety or yeah, I'd put her at free safety.
Yeah, I definitely see that. You know,
I'd put Warren at free safety because she's out there. She's reading the plays. She's knowing. She's seeing the development. But from what I've witnessed, or at least the buzz that I've been picking up, is she's not as tenacious with hitting head on. She's more waiting back and then striking, you know?
I see that.
She's taking a little bit more time to read the play and then pouncing. Whereas you got Bernie, he's in the trenches. He's fighting the good
How would
fight.
Bernie call a play?
How would Bernie call a play? I just said full out blitz to Trump, whoever's the quarterback. He'd bring in the linebacker. He'd try to open up the 2-hole.
I'm just trying to imagine him in a huddle.
Bernie's not calling a play in a huddle. That's the thing though. Bernie isn't calling the play. You got like
no matter what the play is, he's just doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm. It's Bernie. You try to break through the O-line.
Do I need to come to the huddle? No.
You're gonna try to break through O-line each and every time. You don't need a new plan. That is what your plan is.
Now, what about Steyer? Billionaire.
I have no idea who
billionaire.
the fuck Todd Steyer is.
Billionaire, environmental
I've had people,
advocate.
Text me from his campaign saying, "Do you support Todd Steyer?" And I supported Todd. Is it Todd? What is it? Tom?
I think.
I don't know.
He's really.
They text me. I'm like, new phone. Who dis? I have no idea who this dude is.
What about Tulsi Gabbard? What about Tulsi? I don't know. You don't know. She got the fit body. She got the mind. She has the experience.
Okay.
Okay. Got the experience in Hawaii. Hawaii. Okay. So what do you think? What do you think Tulsi's doing? I think. I actually see Tulsi as it's kind of like a wide receiver. Actually, I see her as kind of like a wide receiver. You know what I mean? Like, she's really good at what she does. She's like a little sneaky. She could really get out there.
Okay.
If she really gets her hand on it. You know,
if you get the ball to her, she'll make a play.
Yeah, if you get the ball to her, which is why she's a little dangerous.
Okay.
You know, she's a little dangerous. People don't.
You know what? I'm put her at tight end. Because it's a spot on the field that both kind of plays the ground and pound, the line. It plays the line, but it also is an available pass. Like it kind of plays both sides. It plays the aisle, and sometimes you're like, does that make you good at either of the two sides, or does that just make you kind of shitty to both? But given your synopsis, I'd say Tulsi should be a good tight end.
Now, what about my man Andrew Yang?
Ooh,
I know what I think he is.
Yang Gang.
I think Andrew Yang is on the bench, right? You know, I think he started the season off on the bench, right? You know, and he's at the practice. He's out there practice. He's hitting those dummies, bam, bam, bam. Okay. You know, and they do those like media days, and people catching him. He's really good on the internet, so everybody's getting real behind him. They're like, give him a little bit of time out there. Just give him a little bit of time.
Just put him in, coach.
Just put him in. You know, he's getting there, and everybody's really rallying behind him so much that like on the big game, he's sitting on the sideline, but people are chanting his name. They want him to be there.
He's the Rudy of this story.
You know, but the coach that, you know, the people, the analysts, they don't see it.
They don't know. They don't know what kind of camaraderie he does for the team.
But the reality is, we don't know either because he hasn't gotten there yet. You know, that's when the game comes because he has the potential. You know, people are right behind him. The analysts don't like him. The coach is not sure. But when they put him in,
okay,
what's going to happen?
Then here's where I'd put Yang. He's either offensive coordinator, or which that would kind of take him out of the game, or he's one of those kickers with a hidden arm.
Ooh.
And so they bring him in on 4th down. It's going to be a basic punt. Maybe 4th and 5. Not a full 10-yarder. 4th and 5, and he's back probably an extra 15 yards for the punt. And he's the guy they bring in for the fake snap. He's the fake punt. He's the one who's got a little cannon under that padding.
You know what? I think I agree with the offensive coordinator. Only know why though? Because I'm looking at his list of 500 policies.
Holy shit, that's a lot of plays. That's a lot of fucking plays.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing is that, like, you know, but he's like the assistant to the offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
that
he's the assistant to the offensive coordinator. Like, he was on like the Patriots, right? Mm-hmm. And they knew how good he was, so he was like an honorary offensive coordinator.
Okay.
You know? And now he's trying to actually be the offensive coordinator.
He's trying to actually be coach.
He's trying to be, you know, he's trying to show his worth. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And everybody believes it, you know?
Everyone's like, what are you talking about? You can't do a double flea flicker. That's not going to work. Basic economics says you can't do 2 flea flickers in a row. But he's like, no, that's the brilliance of it. Once you do 1 flea flicker, they're never going to think you're going to do another flea flicker.
I just see it right now.
Right afterwards.
I just see it right now, like, you know, the offensive coordinator and the coach are talking and they're calling plays and he's over on the side and he's like, you know, instead you should go for a Hail Mary. And their play doesn't work out well. And he's like, mine could. You know,
they didn't even try.
And they didn't even try it. And everybody just really waiting for it.
Hey, you know, you guys been passing a lot. Maybe you should run.
Who else is there? Oh no.
Buttigieg.
We said. Oh, did we say that guy? I don't even know. No, we did. Yeah,
he's a kicker.
He's definitely.
He's a kicker.
He's on the bench.
He's a kicker because we're just waiting for him to miss a field goal.
Yeah, he's gone already. Like we're waiting for him to.
Like he comes up and we're like, all right, yeah, just put the extra point up and then say your piece. And
you know, people, that seems to me like when he was in high school, one of his black friends jokingly gave him like an NWord pass. Like he kept it.
He keeps it in his wallet.
He's just waiting for that one day. Listen here, nigga. And he's like, look, I have it.
Wait, guys, time out.
It's okay.
It's laminated. It's okay. I got 2 more punches left on it. would the N-word card be a punch card, or would it just be like a one-time?
No, it's a one-time.
Or is
thing.
it like it's not like an ID where it's like you flash it and you're like it's okay, I'm here, or like a badge?
No, it's
you
like
do the wallet flip and you're like it's okay, we got it from here.
It's like Jew Gold, like like you only get one bag of the Jew Gold, right? And there might be a few pieces.
Yeah, just the one bag. Fucking goyim.
Oh, Jesus! The N-word. You know what it is, because we all have some in our wallets, right? To give out, and that's the funny part. It's there to give out, but we're never gonna.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, ooh, look here, cracker. Look what I have.
How do I get my hands on?
How do I get my hands on that there Negro card?
Dastardly.
I just love the idea of this like white people hoarding N-word cards. Like, like every time you support like you support a a black artist. How many do you need to collect to get a hard R?
Ooh. That depends. How many water type versus grass type versus...
Oh, is there a counter? Is there like a counter system? Is there like other cards?
Well,
because I feel like
I've been building a pretty impressive deck.
I guess I feel like black people are kind of lucky because like our word has a card, but like people can just kind of walk around and kind of say the other things. Like you say the hard S word, and
which one?
A Hispanic person,
a
Spaniard person might come and might strike you in the face. But you don't have to get a card.
No.
And I feel like when you say cracker, you get points. Like
you deal damage and you get XP from it.
Shit. Does this say cracker?
Which is more fun to say though, cracker or honky?
Ooh, cracker. I'm gonna tell you something. Because crackers, well, the thing is not just any cracker, like saltines, unsalted saltines. I just imagine, I just can't even, and you get extra points when a white person says, how is it fair that he can call me a cracker? I can't call him nigga.
Now, again,
that's reverse racism.
Is it
bonus points?
It's just, I love it when it then comes down to like, why does he get to say the N-word? And then the white person then says it. They say it. They say it. Like, why can't I say it?
Why can't I say it? Why can't I say it?
You can. You can say whatever the fuck you want. You shouldn't.
Oh, I love the episode of Family Guy where Peter goes. He's like, I'm going to a black neighborhood to say the N-word. And he goes, and all the people stop. And he comes back. He's like,
they made me their king.
They made me their king. Oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus
Royalty.
Christ.
N-E-G-U.
You ever see fucking, is it Lethal Weapon 2? Where he fucking has Mel Gibson and the fucking thing walking through Harlem with a fucking thing on that says niggers and fucking all this kind of racist shit.
Oh no.
I just cannot. I don't even know how he got here, but I just think, because Pete Buttigieg, he was the mayor, because he's not the mayor anymore. He lost, well, he's also running for president, so I guess he wasn't running that hard.
Yeah.
But, he of South Bend, Indiana, which is a very black kind of like area, and I guess he was hated. He wasn't at all.
I'm gonna be honest. Whenever I hear Indiana, the last thing I think of is large population of.
That's because they exist, but they exist in very small places away from white people.
Smart.
There you go. When segregation works. But
those white people aren't safe.
Pete just seems like the kind of person who just like. He just seems so buttoned up, but he's in his fucking listening to Cardi B in his fucking headphones. He's just like fucking Bobby Shmurda. I just see like
he seems more like a Lizzo kind of guy to me.
Is it because he's gay and she's like queer positive?
Well, more so than Cardi B.
I don't know. I just feel like he says the N-word all the time. I just see him running down the streets of Indiana. What's up, my nigga?
Nah. He sings it. I'm sure he sings it all the time.
No, of course. What I'm not completely against, like, if you're singing a song and it has a word in it, just sing the fucking song. I can see that. But is the difference between singing a song that has nigga in it and finding songs that have nigga in it just so you can say
just
nigga?
So you can sing them? Oh, man.
It's like, nigga, what'd you say? Jigga my nigga. That's what I was singing.
So what you're saying is I shouldn't save my YG tracks for you?
I'm just trying to imagine Bernie saying it.
Oh. Who do you think... That's a good... Who do you think has a more valid N-word pass? Bernie or Buttigieg?
I mean...
Or Biden. I'll throw him in there, too.
I mean, Biden's friend is black. And was the president.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
He was the vice president of the first black president. That has to earn you one N-word pass. That has to earn you one.
At least give you one.
But I think there's different levels too, like a level 1, 2, or 3. Mm-hmm. Level 1 is like, when you're joking with a friend and you want to make a joke that's a little spicy and and it's kind of like, you're trying to be clever, you're like...
But you realize it's edgy in the joke making.
Yeah, but it's edgy in the joke making.
And you acknowledge that.
Yeah. Level 2 is like casual, Level 3, like, not casual, like, fuck you nigga, but casual, like, my nigga, what's up? This one,
Okay.
But see, here the thing is, there is no level where you can call a black person a nigga. There is no level for that. You have to collect like an absurd amount of like level 3 N-word passes.
You have to have at least how many? In theory, if we were to quantify it,
how high can black people count? That high.
The Tootsie Pop commercials have taught me anything. Yes. It's up to 1, 2.
3. I just see right now, you take it to the United Negro Pizza Fund, and just have them like validate your N-word passes. you have fucking people fucking forging N-word passes. It's real, I swear, it's real.
It's legit. Can't you see the hologram? It's got the seal and everything.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ugh. What were we talking about again? What was this
episode
about?
Right? I know. Oh man, out the window. Andrew Yang wouldn't say it. He's too nice to say it, but he would make jokes about Asian people.
No, Andrew Yang would say it.
I don't think he would say it. You know what? Andrew Yang would say it, and people would be okay with it.
Yeah.
Like, he's just so...
No, he would say... He'd be like, what? What about the Yin Yang twins? And then people would be like, oh, Yang.
Oh, Yang. It's so funny that an Asian man is, like, so popular. Like, I'm surprised, especially now. Oh, my God. What if the coronavirus is, like, a government plot? What if the DNC trying to plant in the undereducated masses' minds that Andrew Yang is a carrier?
You think the DNC would be the ones doing that?
Who else would it be?
You're right.
I can't even. Fuck. Jesus. I'm gonna give you an N-word pass, but only if you use it to imitate Bernie saying that. only then. Only if you can imitate.
Oh.
It's like, these niggas. Oh no, actually right now he's like, he is my nigga.
It's not about it's not about what you're paying and your premiums. I can't I gotta sit on this for a little bit. I can't just immediately spend an N-word pass that I get.
Does it grow into a hard R pass? Is there used to plant it?
No, there's no interest on it.
If anything, it's devalued the minute you get it.
Yeah.
You know, you have to continue accumulating, points.
You got to get them all. That's
or do you have to like collect them from like different colored black people?
Or you definitely have to go to the different types. Sometimes you find like a rock fighting type. Other time you
the rock fighting type.
A grass type. Once you collect your your card from. Oh, fuck.
I want you right now to connect this conversation about the NWord pass with Sportsball, but bring it around to the Iowa caucuses.
All right. Wow. A 3-point connection. All right. Let me limber up for this. You think Brett Favre has his N-word pass?
I feel like he does, especially while being working with all those black people. Yeah, maybe.
But the teams he was on. So he went from Green Bay, or he was there for the majority of his career. And then he was the Vikings for a little bit, which that was weird. That was a weird time. It was like your new stepdad is your neighbor. And you're like, okay, for the majority of my life, I've been told, stay off his lawn. He's a grumpy, cantankerous old man. But now he's my stepdad, and I don't know how to feel. And then he went to the Jets. And then he sent an unsolicited dick pic. I feel like the last two got him the pass. Got him this card.
Okay.
And as far as bringing it around to the caucus. Oh, man. I'm really working with this. You know what?
Oh,
okay, yeah. You know what? Here's where I'm scrapping the whole Brett Favre train of thought.
Taking a step back.
I'm taking a step back.
Losing 2 points. Gotcha.
Losing 2 points. I'm gonna get 5 here, because I think you can connect all of them through the commentators. Because you could connect all three. Because here's... Oh, man, this... Oh, you know, for the first time doing this game, you really did give me a fucky one.
You're struggling so hard.
Because an N-word's bound to slip out if you're calling a football game.
Of course.
It's natural instinct.
I'm gonna be honest and say that the same way that I think that Eminem could say it in a song, he would get hate for it, but he could because he grew up in that era. I mean, not now, but when he first started, he could have. Mm-hmm. You know, when you're a football player, mostly surrounded by people of color.
Mm-hmm. You can say it.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That's actually, we had this earlier season, the Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. There was the whole issue of the dude ripping the helmet off of the Steelers quarterback.
Yeah.
Because allegedly the Steelers quarterback called him in.
Yeah. Your face.
Does that warrant ripping off a helmet? That's not me to determine. Does that warrant ripping off a helmet?
I don't know. Maybe.
I wasn't there. I wasn't in the heat of the moment. Now, if you're at a caucus and someone rips off your helmet...
Oh.
What's the next topic? What more can we talk about?
Yeah, you know, I think that's that was a stretch.
I feel exhausted.
Well, I don't know. I started this 2 minutes late, so man, that's always a good note to end on. Wow. That overpass was used up.
I had to use it while we were here, or else it would devalue in time.
Oh boy. It already kind of did. You owe me 1/8 of a point.
Ah, fuck.
Wow.
How do you get it back? Can I give you like a peppery Jew pass?
Reparations.
Oh. I can't afford that.
Or you don't want to. Yeah. So, are you going to be doing anything coming up soon? Any stand-up?
Yeah, I'm trying to get down on McDougal Street coming up these next couple weeks because I'm trying to get back to like the downtown
McDougal Street in New York City.
Yeah, the West Village area.
Around, actually kind of like around West 4th and like West 6th, because there's like a few clubs coming right down outside of the C train.
That's exactly where
Yes, I know. I used to work on 8th Street, on 8th Street between, on 6th, 6th and 8th, between 8th and 9th. It's the same train station.
So I'm between 8th and 9th.
Which is like down the block, the other way.
Okay.
Because the IFC is down there, and then you walk, and there's like a few bars.
The IFC is
that's
like
the same
one
train
more
station.
block over. That's the whole comedy clubs and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to loiter in that area more often and write some better jokes.
Yeah, we're going to find your things about that on humblebumblebear.com.
Yeah.
Right.
Humble Bumble Bear and C__honey on Instagram. Oh, I have an update. Oh,
Yeah,
I got to do some
that,
stuff.
right?
Oh, that's the other thing that happened this week is my New Year's, well, not New Year's, but my resolution, because this is now 2020, and when we go into April, it'll be 420 for an entire month. And so I'm going to mentally, physically prepare myself for that by abstaining from purchasing any weed for the next 2 months.
Oh.
That's my challenge to myself. And so I'm still accepting any invitations, offers.
Well, I'll join you. I won't buy any weed either.
Oh, must be friggin' nice.
Must be friggin' nice. Of course, you can always find me at A Habit of Wellness at WordPress.com. You can find all the stuff from my production company at A Habit of Wellness on Facebook, including this and my other podcasts that I'm giving up every Monday at 8 a.m. And of course, that was cool. But I'm gonna tell you something. The way you used that pass, that was not in good taste.
Oh, that was in terrible taste. It
Terrible
felt
taste.
bad coming out. I was like, I've said the N-word a lot, just the term N-word. And
Louis said, ooh, I said his name. Ooh, Louis C.K.
That's exactly what was resonating. It was like, it's just, it's a cop-out.
N-word.
It's a
K-word.
Oh.
Oh, K-word. Kellogg's. Cocoa Krispies. And that was in good taste. And as always, I'm your host, Steven.
I'm Chandler.
And peace.
Peace.
Oh, I feel sick.
I do too.